Hey guys, welcome to the SRH recovery, the big blue Seattle Ring Hunter recovery vessel. So here we go, we've got their registration on it. So we're all good to be in our federal waters because we're going to put a motor on it. It's 14 feet long, it's an inflatable kayak, so it's not real wide, but it's very buoyant with these nice tubes on here. Very sturdy, very reliable. And so we've got just mounted our rod holder, which is going to be for our dive flag overhead here. So we just got that put on. So the very first thing, if we're going to load up, is we're going to go ahead and install this because of the amount of space there is. It simply just goes in, installed just like that. Now we'll go ahead and grab our drive, Bixby drive. We're just going to place this on here to show how things fit. This would get tightened, and we're just going to give it a little bit here just for demonstration. Of course, we'd lock all this down if we were really getting ready to go, but this is just a demonstration, so just enough to hold it there. The drive control tiller has plenty of room. Give this a little bit of open space here, so you can see down here got the Bixby, and then this is not complete yet, but this carbon fiber shaft is going to be for the dive flag and float, or I'm sorry, for the dive flag. So used to calling it flag and float, but this is just a flag. It's going to be some dive flags. It's going to be LED strip light coming up here, so nice white 360 all the way around. Cord's going to go down through the shaft and out the bottom, so we're going to have 12 volt system on that. And then we can extend this as much as needed for our visibility flag or for our dive flag. And just for demonstration purposes, that's going to hang out there, but this is in the perfect location and set up to where I've got full, this cord will come down. We would also go ahead and have the Bixby drive battery down here. We can position this in an appropriate spot where probably this way, and you put your magnetic kill switch on it, and then you would tie that onto yourself if you want to, in case you go overboard. The boat's not going to go away, it's going to kill it. This cord would come right down into the battery pack. Of course, we're not going to do that right now, but just to show that we've got full use of our controls without banging into the carbon fiber shaft that's coming up there. I mean, that is perfect. I mean, how are you going to want any more than that? I don't know. I think, you know, you got more than plenty throw on this. We've got good clearance there. That can go up to 10 feet actually, this whole pole, but it's telescoping, so we can take it out as far as we feel necessary. We can be within regulations and hike it all the way up to 10 feet above the vessel for good visibility and safety. That's the main purpose of this. And then we'll go ahead, we got down below here, as you can see, we got our sand tires for getting it to the shore, the entry point as needed. This really is not that heavy. One hand, guys. This is our Garmin. It's my own made up kit. I saw a lot of different designs with different guys, what they've done for fishing applications, and I came up with this SKB gear case and this little bag that's actually Swift Industries out of Oregon. They make these. This actually kind of has a quick release on here, but it stays on. That's carrying my transducer and all the transducer cable. As you saw, I just picked that up and brought it right on in. Now I do have from fishfindermounts.com, shout out to them. These guys are amazing. We did get one of their big, let's see here. Right here, we do have their awesome mount. I mean, this thing is awesome. The design of these guys up there in Canada, Wade did an incredible job on the design of this, but this would be utilized if I was in a larger boat and I could throw it on the back on their transom. It's just not enough room back here, and I don't want it next to the drive. It actually makes more sense to have it over here. And this is a great piece to have. I got plenty of length on the pole for the transducer to go down in the water, depending on what size of boat that I want to take this portable system on. Want to do some work as far as that's concerned. We've got that, so we're geared up and set to go as far as that goes. But right here, let's go ahead and quickly show you the deployment. Just unwind a little cable here. It probably took a little bit more than I needed, but here's the point. This is so simple and straightforward. I can just basically bring this in, Panoptix transducer, and it slots right in very easily, snaps in. This is also from fishfindermounts.com. Wade's design. He actually took and made this it's all machined and anodized. It is perfectly machined, to be honest. And with the Panoptix transducer, as any of you that have looked into this or have one know, that you can actually change the orientation about as quick as that. And now you got side view versus down view. So it's the forward looking and then down. So that's your two different options as far as orientation. And you can route the cord back into here. Open the box lid. We've got power for the Garmin chart plotter. We've also got another power button for the black box, the GLS10. It's recommended to have two different power switches and to bring up your GLS10 after you've booted up your chart plotter. It just gives you a better result. That's what they found. And then we have a Dakota Lithium 12 volt 10 amp battery pack in here that's supplying all this, and it's, like I said, it's all standalone. And the lid is really nice. We got these gas springs, little struts that we put in here. That was another borrowed idea from a gentleman that did this for bass fishing, and it was a really good idea. Shout out to that guy. Sorry, I can't remember your name right now. But anyway, we'll take the flashlight off here. So we've got transducer deployed. If we wanted to, we could put that out, but we can also lift it up and keep it out of the water column when we're running the boat and not using the system. If we wanted to keep it out of the water, and then we get ready to do some scanning, we can just simply drop it down, come in here. You can see that we have gain, and of course we're only running this for a little bit of time. It's not going to overheat the transducer because we've turned it on outside of the water. So we can simply go in and hit power quickly on these Garmin systems, and we can go in here, and there is a place, if I was looking at this more accurately, disable all sonar trans. So we disabled that, which is actually going to turn off the power to the transducer down there. So oh, there it is, transmission disabled. It says right here in the left hand screen is a confirmation. So the transmissions are disabled. That's a good thing to have. Very nice if you're just looking at the system and you don't have this transducer in the water and you're concerned about it getting a little warm. It does have a temperature sensor inside of it by design by Garmin, so don't be concerned or worried that if you have it out of the water for a period of time and you're running it, that it's going to burn it up or destroy it. It's not going to happen. It's been designed to protect for that. And when we get done, I'm going to go ahead and go back to power button, enable, and then I'm going to home, and we're going to shut down. Could shut down the GLS10 box. If we wanted to separately, we can just turn the power off there, and then it'll pop up a message on the screen that it's lost connection to it. Sonar module lost GLS10, so it's just letting you know, hey, we're not seeing that any longer. And then I can just hit the power button there, turn it off. Basically put the lens cap protection cover back on, drop the lid, And now in this situation, I could leave this up if I wanted to, or I could just leave it underneath the water, get ready for the dive, and have the boat anchored off and tied off with a dive flag, appropriate dive flag, and the all 360 white light at the top of the pole. And then this can be closed and just keeps a little bit of if there was a little bit of rainwater or anything that were to come up, it would basically protect the equipment. Everything's going to be fine. It's low profile from a distance, you know, it's not drawing too much attention and hanging out there. We're going to re-enter the boat over in this area. We've got a nice D-ring here. We'll probably put a little bit of a strap so we can do the old kayak re-entry. The scuba gear would get donned, or doffed I should say, and it would get connected to a line and float in the water with the BC inflated. And that way I'm not trying to take all that weight in when I try to go up and over onto the boat. And if you have one foot up a little bit, you can very easily get up and weasel your way inside without too much trouble at all, really. These are pretty good sized tubes, but it's not going to be all that difficult. We can get back in there, and once we get in, then we can pull our scuba gear and bring it on into the boat. It'll be lashed off, so it's not going to float away or anything. Got a little bit of rope here, so when we come up to docks and such, or if we need to tie off to anything or get a tow or tow somebody, with a little bit of 20 feet of nice rope there. And that is what we're looking at. We load some metal detectors in here, a few other items, some scuba gear, anchor, and some extra rope and some things. And yeah, with this Garmin and GPS system, sonar system, we are well equipped for some good times. We're looking for some awesome times, some awesome recoveries, and some awesome adventures. So once again, guys, you know how the drill goes. This is the Seattle Ring Hunter, and if you've lost anything in the Washington state area, in the land, the dry, the sand, the grass in your house or in your car, give me a call at 206-618-8194, and let's have a quick chat to discuss, to see if I can come out and do a search for you. Also, big shout out and thanks to Chris Turner and the Ring Finders directory that he put up 11 years ago. He's pushing just under 500. We're actually combined have just under 500 recovery specialists across the country, international, some other countries as well. Predominantly, mostly in the US, but some other countries. Go out to the ringfinders.com and look for your local area. If you've lost something outside of Washington, you need some assistance, hop on there and get a recovery specialist to come out and help you guys out. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's been a long time waiting for all this to come together, and we'll just keep taking it one more step at a time and keep progressing with our skills and abilities and training and getting out there to get what we can to help people out. So until next time, don't lose anything, but if you do, give me a call and I'll give you some tips over the phone. Glad to talk to anybody about anything they've lost. You know, no obligations. We're just here to help you out. We've been focused on this for several years, and a lot of people and a lot of stories, and we know a lot of the common things that happen and the way things get lost, and some of the great tips we can share with you. Absolutely no problem at all. I don't care if you're not in Washington State and you just need someone to consult with. Give me a call. I'll give you as much ideas and tips I can give you, and then we'll go and together as a team, we'll go find somebody in your local area to come help you if you need that level of assistance. So until next time, guys, cheers, stay safe. Happy New Year's 2021, and it's going to be a better year, everyone. It's going to be great.